What's going on, y'all? Gonzo's Convo, Season 5, official Episode 1. Today we have on, I don't know if you want me to call you Wowzers or Niah. What do you
You
prefer?
can call me. You can call me Wowzers. I'm good with Wowzers.
Okay, cool. Wowzers. So go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody tuning in.
Yeah. So I am Wowzers. Some people call me Niah. I am a content creator, but I also have like a bunch of other hats that I kind of play with. But I started content creation probably when I was 12 with a
Mhm.
camera, a little digital camera that my mom got me, and I would actually make vlogs of my families and my friends, and I would like actually hold premieres for these vlogs. Like they were big deals. So I
Oh,
started
shit.
there, and then from there I kind of got into photography. So like through high school and stuff, I did a lot of photography, senior pictures,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then through college, I actually kind of went a different route than what my passions were. I ended up going to school for business, and
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say I regret it now, but like I'm currently trying to find a way out and do this thing full time. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. Most of my content is really geared to like natural hair and like just self love, self care, and then I have some bit goofy stuff, some things that are a little silly, and but
Oh, yeah.
that's the majority of it.
I fuck with that. I fuck with that. So it was your mom getting you that digital camera that really got you into being a content creator and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was a huge thing for me. It was something that nobody had to tell me to do it. Like that was that
Yeah.
one thing where it's like, okay, like I actually love doing this. I'm going to spend my time editing in my room and actually burning those like little DVDs. I don't know if how old are you? Are you like in your 20s, mid 20s?
I'm gonna let you go ahead and guess how old I am.
Uh,
I know I have a baby face,
maybe
but
I want to say like 26, maybe 25. 25.
god damn, am I aging that much?
Are you younger?
Woohoo, yeah, I'm 21.
Oh my God. Okay. So you have a matureness. You have a matureness about you. Like you don't
Nah, it's
seem
okay.
like
I feel like I look old now.
you don't look old, but like you look like a baby for sure. But like you just have like a matureness about like who you are. I don't know. How you present yourself is a little more mature.
I I get what you mean, but damn, 26.
Sorry,
That's the
sorry,
first
sorry.
time I've gotten over 23. So
I mean, you look like you're about 21.
okay.
But maybe it's just how you talk. It's a little bit, it's coming off a little bit older. There's nothing bad about it. Nothing wrong with
Is
it.
it the voice?
Probably the
Um,
voice. Definitely the voice.
Latin genetics, I guess. I really don't know where it comes from.
Well,
Mm, yeah, yeah. I mean, you look young yourself too, like about 21 as well.
21.
Yeah,
Guess how old I am. Did I say how old I was yet? I don't
you
know.
did it. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I would say you look young.
I'm 27. Black don't crack. Shout out, mama. and
It definitely doesn't. I would have never. I would have never
you
guessed 27.
you would have probably never guessed that I have a son too. So
No, I would not have guessed
I'm
that.
I'm. So wait, were you born? When were you born? You were born in the
Oh
2000s.
God, are we getting into the zodiac signs?
Or well, no, no, no. I just want to see like what generation you're in. Like, were you born in
Uh,
like the 2000s, born in the 1990s?
2002, January 20th of
Oh,
2002. I know I don't
oh,
like it for myself either, and to be quite honest with you, I don't really put myself in this generation. That's why I love talking about this specific topic
hmm
because I feel like I really do talk like really negatively about it, but
yeah,
at the same time, it's true shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it's real stuff. So yeah, I don't put myself in this generation at
So
all.
why don't you put yourself in this generation
Well,
or your
you see the
generation?
way I grew up, as a kid, I kind of grew up like on '90s music, like '90s hip hop,
Yeah,
that type. vibe, you know, West Coast to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just always had like that old school type vibe to me. It's, you
Yeah.
know, from my family and stuff like that. So I feel like because of that, I never really fit into like the trends
Mm-hmm.
or like whatever's going
And
on.
that's why I thought you were like 27. That's exactly why. You got like an old soul.
Like, don't get me wrong, I got a TikTok, but like I don't be doing dances and shit on there. You know, I'll just post like my
Yeah.
podcast clips on there and you know go about my day. But
Yeah.
I don't do no crazy AI challenge, whatever the fuck that is, and I don't do no dances.
You don't like to dibble and dabble, like mix it up a little bit, but real quick. You know those little hip shakes that they do.
Oh, I mean, let me tell you something. My hip can shake, but not for a TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not for a TikTok.
Not for some other things. We won't
Yeah.
discuss that.
I mean, what's since we just got to it, right? What's your opinion on this generation?
I honestly, I don't think they're as bad as everybody wants to make them seem. I think they have their pros and their cons. Like just thinking, I feel like they're a little more in tune with like I don't want to say their emotions, but in tune with themselves. Like I feel like your generation, they will come out and tell you who they are real quick. Like
Yeah.
they don't really have like limits. You know, like we are all on TikTok and we see how, you know, like Gen Z in corporate, like they do not give a crap in corporate. Like they are taking PTO, they ain't answering your calls, they're coming an hour late. Like
Yeah.
they know who they are. I mean, they don't really have many boundaries, but I think they know who they are. And I think people who are able to, I guess, challenge the social norms is kind of like the reason why we have, like, the reason why we are where we are now. Because that's kind of where, like, innovation comes. You know, like, people who are willing to just challenge what the status quo is, you know? Like,
Okay.
So I don't necessarily think I don't think they're that bad. I think that, you know, there's always going to be something new. And I think they're the generation that's going to honestly start a new wave of something. Like we've seen how fast TikTok took off. It took off so fast because of your generation, you know, and now it's one of the best social medias out there because of you guys, like kind of stepping out and going like, look, we don't care about being perfect like we are on Instagram or any other social media. Like we're about to just come raw and uncut. And me personally, like I freaking love that. Like I love raw, I love uncut, I love be yourself, you know, think or worry about what, you know, your friends are thinking about what you're doing. Like just do you. Like I don't know, sorry, that was so long-winded.
No, you're good. I like that. Because you were the first person to not really speak a negative tone about this generation. Like you went on to the pros and stuff. And I never even thought of it that way. You know?
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
Like they have some negatives about them, let me tell you. They have some negatives. You know, I'm not gonna say that they're perfect, but you know, they
just don't fit me into it.
Yeah, no, I won't include you. You can come over to the millennials. We're pretty cool. I feel like millennials are pretty yeah, we're pretty balanced. We got the good, like, you know, we can be intense when we need to be intense, but I think we're pretty chill. Like we understand. Like I think we can see both sides of the coin. Like,
Absolutely.
I think we're in that perfect middle ground.
Most definitely. What are some of the the cons of this generation, you think?
The cons. I think the lack of structure. So
structure with like daily shit or like
I think the lack of structure with honestly maybe the daily stuff and like maybe like the adulting stuff. So like the way I think about it is like, so I'm a millennial and I was raised by a Gen X. So like my dad, he's like in his 50s, 60s, whatever. And they were, I think, they get married young. Like they follow that cookie cutter, you know, thing. They get married young. They have kids. And it's very, like my dad, he was married. My mom was married at 17. Like, where do they do that at nowadays? Like, you don't see that anymore. Like, you don't see.
I mean, believe it or not, there's still a good amount of people that get married real young. Yeah, definitely.
I never see, like, I don't see it being pushed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, it's not pushed.
See being pushed is like, I don't want to say it, but like baby mamas. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Like, like baby, like Kim Kardashian, she's not anymore. She is a baby mama now, but like she's a baby mama now. Like, we have baby mamas everywhere. It's okay to be a baby mama, and it's just like
I'm not a fan. I'm not a big fan of the Kardashians at all.
No, me either. I'm not. I'll second you on that. I mean, some of their stuff that they do is definitely like, okay, I'll take a look over there, but honestly, I think they're a bit overrated.
Oh, definitely.
I'll be the first to say. I feel like they're always like holding random objects and just like talking.
Yeah,
like, what are y'all really talking about?
And that's what's crazy. They can literally hold up anything, do a video on it, and people will buy it no matter what it is. They can hold up a bag of dog dookie and do a video of it, and motherfuckers will buy it. Like, straight up.
Not dog dookie. But the crazy thing is, people would. And they would probably pay like $100 for a bag of crap.
Yeah, just because they held it, like, they will buy it, And that's what's crazy to me.
I just don't understand the hype. But not trying to bash the Kardashians, but like, I'm not a fan.
I really don't mind it, like, I'm kind of like, if they see it, cool, if they don't, cool, but like, I'm gonna just express it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a huge fan. I would say the older, like, the older Kim Kardashian, like back in the day, like maybe she was a little bit better, but as of now, no.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't really follow them that much anymore, just because they're overrated. Like, I can get too crap at this point. But like the lack of structure, like the baby mama, I just think that eventually I don't know, it might have a good impact in the future, but I feel like families that have both parents kind of, I don't want to say that they're better off, but having that structure. And I come from that. I come from my mom and my dad in the same household. Granted, like now, I have my son, and, me and his dad are separated. So, I mean, I guess I'm a baby mama now too. But like,
welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. But I still want that structure, and I think them not having structure for sure is probably a negative.
I'll say a really big negative, and this is just what I see amongst individuals around my age, is the way they go about relationships in general. When it comes to dating apps, when it comes to even in-person type stuff, like, I don't think people really know how to be in a relationship. Yeah. Like, if you really look at it, you really think about it, there's so much cheating going around. So much of the messing around with other people, and it turns into them doing it like as a challenge, like who can mess with the most people and get on each other's nerves the fastest. Like, that shit is toxic as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had to do the dating apps. I've only I think I've only been on a dating app like once or twice, but nothing ever came fruition to it. I'm currently, thank God, I found me a nice, loving man of 2 years, so I don't have to deal with that. But That's can't even imagine. Yeah, shout out to Yassine. I love
you. Yeah, there we go.
I had to put that point.
2 years too.
But I don't. Go ahead. You're in a relationship.
You said I am?
Or you said you were?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm one of the early married people.
Oh, so you got married.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. When'd you
I've been married since August.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to get on your train. I need you to DM my man.
No, see, what I tell people is don't look for it. straight up.
Hmm.
Because I got the same advice told to me because, you know, I guess I looked too much and I was like, female this, female that, where the females at? You know, I
Yeah.
was on that time. And eventually, like, I just wasn't looking for it, was doing my own thing, and it just kind of happened, you know.
Hmm.
Met
That's how
her,
I
and
feel
then,
as well.
yeah, like it happens when you don't look for it, when you focus on
You
your
don't
own.
look for it.
Yeah, when you focus on your
Yeah.
own thing, it just happens.
Yep. And honestly, I went through a breakup 2 years ago, and well, over 2 years ago, probably 3 years. And after that breakup, I really just kind of looked inward. I took that whole
Yeah,
entire year. I didn't talk to nobody. I really tried to just focus on me, the things that I wanted, my content, my goals. I met my boyfriend at his job, and it was the most craziest like turn of events. Like I didn't know this man from a can of paint, and actually with my mom, and like we were at the store, and she overheard him like talking to his sister. And it's weird how it happened. Like my mom ended up working with his sister, and it's like when I walk into the store, I'm like, oh yeah, he's pretty cute. So it literally just all happened. Like I never expected it, and like we went on a date
yeah.
literally probably 3-4 days later, and it's been just great ever since. But I
I
can
don't know,
second that. Like
I don't know if you're religious or not, but that man does the
no,
job.
for real. And I honestly like I feel like I prayed for my boyfriend now. Like he's and like it's kind of crazy that I'm saying this because sometimes it sounds cliche when people say it, but like he's literally everything that I prayed for. Like every part
Word.
about him is exactly the type of man that I prayed for. Like I was in my Bible app every single day for like 200 straight days. I felt so good, and then I don't know. I came out of like this dark place because like breakups. I've never been through a breakup like that. You know, it's my child's father. You know, we've been together for over 5 years. Like we were engaged, and it was literally
Yeah,
probably the hardest time that I went through, and like God literally answers prayers, y'all. Like
I'm telling you,
Sierra was
God
right.
listens.
Sierra
God
was
listens.
right. She prayed for Russell Wilson. I prayed for my man, and don't look for it.
Wait, Sierra
Don't
prayed
look
for
for
Russell
it.
Wilson?
Yes, she said she prayed the same prayer like every day for like a year straight or something, and she ended up finding Russell. And she didn't share the prayer. She hasn't told the girlies the prayer, but I think you just need to just literally pray, ask God what you want, and cross your fingers.
See, I'm not a big Russell Wilson fan either, and that's just because he plays for the right. He plays for a rival team. I can't like him. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, what's your team?
The Las Vegas Raiders. Actually, I like the
Okay.
Oakland, but you know they're in Vegas. I miss the Oakland.
Okay. The Raiders are doing decently this year.
Nah, they were trash this year.
They had
were pretty.
They had a few good games.
Yeah, they did, but nah, they had a lot of up and downs. Too many up and downs. What's your team?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
They lost to the Cardinals.
Honestly,
What happened there?
it was Trubisky, man. Trubisky comes out with the goofiest smile, looking like it was Trubisky. It's his fault. Our QB got hurt 3 weeks out, probably.
Yeah. Shit, Trubisky. Yeah, that dude's trash. Yeah.
He's literally the reason why we lose every game. Every single game.
He's trash. But I mean, hey, I'm a predict the Niners are gonna win the Super Bowl for sure.
The Niners, they pulled out a game Sunday. Yeah, they had a good game yesterday.
Because okay, so just based on this, I could tell you a football fan. So I could tell you that the Eagles hype was getting on my nerves. I could not stand it.
I thought the Eagles are going for it. They just got out yesterday, though.
I hated the Eagles hype since last year.
They honestly might win. They might
Super Bowl?
They might win.
No.
They might win, man.
They got to get through the Niners again, and that's not going to happen.
I think they'll go back, reevaluate. They'll look at their playbook, look at the videos,
Nah,
and they're gonna come out stronger.
Nah, they're just gonna hurt Jalen Hurts again. I don't want the Eagles to win. Don't wish that. Don't pray for it. Please don't.
I'm only rooting for the Eagles to win because they're close to proximity to Pittsburgh. So, PA girl, gotta stand with
They're the other Pennsylvania team. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I gotta stand with them.
I got you. I guess I'm going for the other Bay Area team. So 49ers it is.
All right, we'll see. I'll be hitting you up come Super Bowl time. We'll see.
Word. Okay, we're gonna get some trash talking going. Okay, I love it.
I'll bet you $20. $20. I'm on
20
record right now.
smackaroos. Okay. $20. All right. Virtual handshake on
Virtual
that.
handshake. $20.
$20. You got cash app? I'll send you my snap code.
Okay. Bet. Send that right after this.
Yeah, the Niners are gonna get in the Super Bowl. It's gonna be Niners and Ravens. That's my prediction.
Oh, the Ravens. It's a dirty bird, man. Dirty bird.
Yep, but they're gonna do it. They're gonna be in there.
They're doing well though.
I hate Lamar Jackson, but they'll be in there.
They're doing better than I thought. But I don't think they can make it that far.
No, they're not gonna beat the Niners. I don't
even think they can make it to the Super Bowl. Hopefully, I don't have to eat these words later.
I don't know, because I don't want to see the Chiefs there either. I don't like the Chiefs.
I kind of want to see the Eagles and the Chiefs or the 49ers and the Chiefs.
No, we saw the Eagles and Chiefs last season. We don't need to see that one again.
They need a do-over.
Nah.
They need a redo.
Switch it up. I want to see the Browns go to the Super Bowl. How about that? Some change.
Oh my God.
Some change up in here.
The Browns. I'm so surprised at how good they're doing, though. Whenever I just think of the Browns, I just think they're just such a crappy team.
They don't have a quarterback right now, though, so they're done for.
You think so?
Yeah,
you ever hear about never counting the underdog out?
You right.
I'm
but they're playing with they're playing with a third string quarterback. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen with that team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll put a little bit of faith, tiny bit of faith.
But all right, we got $20 on the line. I got you.
All right.
All right. Do you follow a lot of celebrity drama or like the news or whatever it's called?
I do, honestly. I feel so bad for saying it. I like me a little bit of gossip.
So I don't know if you follow this. Honestly, I don't know if you follow this Instagram called No Jumper, but they post a lot of different things. And shout out to No Jumper. But I have what's it called? I have 3 little article things, and you can tell me what you think of them. So we're going to start with this first one right here.
Black China reveals she is scared. She encouraged young girls to sign up for OnlyFans.
Now, what do you think of that?
All right, so I have my opinions on Black China. So she honestly was in some stuff, and she was in a crazy world. But then like a few months ago, she like turned her life to Christ, and now she's super Christian, which good girl, good for you.
Which I feel like a lot of artists are starting to do that now.
I think so. Honestly,
Cardi B is one of them too, because I remember she put out something where she sold her soul, which, in my opinion, I don't think you can sell what's not yours. You know what I'm saying? But whatever they did, they did. And then she was like, I made a mistake, and I think she turned to Christ after that.
I think honestly it's good because like when you think about it, I feel like especially during the pandemic, like OnlyFans was crazy popular. Like everybody was trying to get them bills paid, man. Everybody was
doing everything.
Yes, they was trying, and then there were a lot of celebrities that glamorized it. They're showing like, yo, I made this OnlyFans, and look at all. You got freaking people like Bad Baby or whatever her name is, who when she opened up her OnlyFans account, she made like crazy money, and it's like you get to see the benefit of the money, but like what are you really putting out there? What are you really like? Realize that once these things get
This
out
is
there, it's a wrap for real. Like,
what
if
this
you want
is.
to have kids,
This is why I say people use OnlyFans for an evil thing, man. Like if you look at it, they're doing a lot of rated X type of stuff on there, you know, for money, and it's the
for
most
real.
mind-blowing stuff you'll ever hear. Like some of them selling their bathwater, people actually buying their bathwater. What they're doing with it, I don't fucking know, and I don't want to
Not
find out.
bathwater, dirty bathwater.
You said they're drinking it? What'd you say?
No, I didn't say they're drinking it. No, I said dirty bathwater.
Oh, that's wild.
Not that they're drinking it. That's a foul. They probably are drinking it though, and they're probably smelling it, and they're probably doing some weird things to it. I don't understand.
They're purifying water with it.
Oh my goodness, they're literally. I can't. I would never understand it. Or like even like foot fetishes and stuff like that. Like
Yes, yeah, like the feet stuff. I don't understand that, dude.
like there are men out there who will really buy some feet pics, and he'll pay for the color. All right.
Yeah.
Tell you, yo, put this color on your toes, and send me some pictures.
What's funny is a dude can literally just like if he had like hairy feet or some shit, he could shave that shit and just paint his toes, and you wouldn't know if that's a female's foot or not. And they're buying it.
Passive income, and they're buying that. And they're even buying men's toes too. Don't forget, people go both ways.
Yeah, they're buying men's toes possibly. You know what I'm saying? And that's
I
just don't get the whole foot thing for one, but
no, me either. I don't
to buy something just to buy something to look at someone's feet is weird to me. Like I'm not gonna knock, you know, whatever they like, but I don't really understand what is so attractive about it. Like, cool, you know, you got your toes done, they look cool, but I'm not gonna like, you know, get all hyped up for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like it's a little weird. Like they put feet on a pedestal. Like,
yeah,
I don't get
and
it.
And like want to like put it in their mouth. And stuff. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Oh my god, I had this friend back when I was younger. He absolutely hated feet. Like, don't come near him with no feet. Don't put the feet on him. Like, he don't even want to look at feet. Like, I couldn't, let alone put them in his mouth.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not like against feet, you know what I'm saying? But if they're ugly looking, then I'm gonna be off some type of way. But I'm not gonna, you know, fantasize over that shit.
Like, oh, let me go buy this girl's feet picture.
I'll take care of my woman, bro. You know, massage her feet and stuff. But I'm not gonna do no extra shit with it.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. You don't be telling her to send you feet pic of the day?
No, not at all. Like, if she sent me a foot pic, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Like, yo, I'm trying to spice it up a bit.
That's cool.
Like, nah, this ain't
it. Go up the leg a little further, you know. That you want to spice it up, go ahead and do video.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't understand, but going back to Black China, I don't understand why she encourages it. Is it just because she did it so much and did a lot of that rated X type of stuff on there, or what exactly is it that made her say that? You think?
I think it's just the fact that how glamorized it was. Like, she realizes that, like, a lot of women don't necessarily know their worth and know exactly their value. And now that she her new path, I feel like she's just she realizes that the image, her past image, there are people that look up to her, whether she likes it or not. There is some whoever, even an adult woman, like, oh, Black China did it, I'm gonna do it, you know? And she's realizing that, I think now that she is in her path that she's in, that she could have did damage, you know? She already could have led young girls astray. 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, like, oh, let me get this quick dollar real quick. And, you know, I think that's why. I think she's just on a different path now.
It's cool that she's catching her mistakes now, you know what I'm saying? Because there's still a good amount out there that are doing this stuff and they don't realize the damage that they're doing.
The damage. And
they're thinking about...
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna say they're thinking about the money and stuff coming in, the extra clout, whatever you want to say. They're thinking about the materialistic type of shit instead of realizing exactly what they're doing to these young women or adult women, like you said. So, it's a cool thing that she's catching herself and is like, I should probably slow down from that shit.
Yeah, good for her. I think
And
she doesn't even do OnlyFans anymore. So good for her.
look at
Good
people
for
like
her.
Doja Cat on some weirdo
Oh,
shit,
oh,
and
don't get me
people
on Doja.
and
Doja.
like you said, believe it or not, people are glamorizing that shit. So you know what I'm saying.
I love Doja so freaking much. Like, I will be the first one to tell you, I was a hardcore Doja Cat fan. I've been listening to Doja Cat since 2012. Like,
Was
I
or
love
is like you still are?
I don't listen to her that much anymore. I can't. But back in the day,
She turned to the
2012,
dark side, huh?
man, yo, that stuff is real. I don't mess around with that kind of stuff. And like, I love music. I love when artists are able to get on a track and express themselves, and their listeners are able to feel that through their music. Like, Doja Cat was my number one. And when she started on all this crazy stuff, I'm like, I can't be bumping down the street talking about I'm a demon lord. I'm like, I don't wanna be a demon. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a demon at all. Right. Like, I can't. I'm sorry.
I got you.
You just hit a button. You hit a trigger button for me.
No, I got you. I really think she is really going down a dark path, and hopefully she can figure out her way out of it. I'm gonna just put it that way. Let's hope she figures out her way out of it, because I really think she's really in too deep on the bullshit. Going on to the next article here.
Sexy Red seemingly admits to sell her soul.
And let me tell you something. I despise Sexy Red.
Oh my god. Honestly, I think anybody in the industry that's promoting kind of go outside of God, I guess, I consider that selling your soul for real. Like, I don't know. I feel like Sexy Red promotes just raunchiness, lust. Yeah. I don't know, things that
that shit is beyond lust.
Yeah, that stuff. It's a step further than lust.
If you go on to talking about your brown booty hole, it's beyond lust.
Oh,
let's be real.
For real. It's you're giving a whole detailed picture for us to envision. Like,
he rapped about it. She said she made a whole song about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with the, what do you call it? With the facts. There you go.
I just don't understand why she's pushed so hard. Like, why is her music being, like, I'm hearing it everywhere. Why does Drake have her at her concert? Like, why? Like, what?
The Antichrist.
No, for real. The fact that you said that. For real, yo, it's crazy, man. I can't. And that's what our young girls are listening to. That's what we're hearing on the radio. Why are we hearing Pound Town?
Mm-hmm. And I wish I could show the video, because if you would have swiped over, you would have seen like a video of her. She made a video saying like, should I tell them the truth? Nah, I shouldn't. And then she went on to joke about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, you just basically admitted that you did some crazy shit to get in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna full on say that they sold their soul, because again, I don't think they can sell what's not theirs, but doesn't belong to them. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think they're doing some type of evil ritual that we don't really know fully of. You know, thank God.
That we don't know. The little people down.
Yeah, and they're doing this to get clout and to get whatever they want. So, you know, there's something suspicious going on in the industry, and it's been going on.
The industry is a wild people like Kanye, who people say is crazy, Is he really crazy, or is he?
He's supposed to be a man of God, though. Remember, he said he's supposed to be a man of
I
God, but
remember.
a lot of people suspect that he's part of, you know, the secret society stuff, along with Beyonce and Jay-Z and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
And honestly,
We
I
don't
feel
know.
like when you have that level, when you have that kind of money, there's just some rooms that we will never be able to be put into. You know, like Kanye, like you said, at one point he was releasing songs singing Jesus what. Like, when that song came out, he took everybody by storm. Like, oh, a Christian song this hot? Like what? And then
Yeah.
now we got Scoopity Woo.
Scoop the poop. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? He's supposed to be the best lyricist. He's supposed to be the best lyricist, and he's coming up with shit like this. What is this?
No, for real. Like, what is going on here? So I don't know. I think all of them
Homie
are.
said, "Scoop the poop."
Scoopity woo. I mean, the beat was fire. I was like, okay, Kanye, the beat fire, but what are we really talking about? What messaging
Nah, he had
are
me
we?
when he had me when he said, "Scoop the poop." Like what are you talking about? Yard work? What you doing, bro?
You changing the kitty litter box, my friend? Like what? Scoop that up.
Now this one's scary to me. I don't know about you, but this one's kind of scary.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how I feel about this one.
Now, obviously, there's nothing bad that they're saying, but we have two powerful women, right?
Powerful, right?
Women.
Quotes.
And meeting up, you know, possibly gonna collab on something. Possibly, we don't know yet. But this is a little scary. I don't know about you.
I think the fact that it's at the Balenciaga fashion show as well. I feel like there's some weird things going on with Balenciaga. Look, I'm in tune to all the gossip. Like Balenciaga got some weird stuff going on with it. And then they have like, why is Sexy Red there? Like what? Like I'm still just confused at why Sexy Red is even a thing. Like
I don't know. I don't know.
Why she okay.
In this account, No Jumper, I do recommend giving them a follow. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of good stuff they post on it, but they post a lot about Sexy Red for some reason. So it's funny you call that out. Why she's everywhere, you hear her everywhere, you see her everywhere. But it's like, why is that?
Why? No, for real. It's like, what are y'all trying to sell to us? We don't want it. We don't want it. Like, return it. Bye.
Why is an artist like that so popular? That's what I just want to figure out, you know.
It's because what they're trying to promote. I think there's an agenda. There's an agenda in everything, honestly. Like, I think it is more deep than what we think. Because, like, what you hear matters. Like, your subconscious mind, it matters what you're taking in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's all these different seeds. Like, music is so powerful. It's so strong. Like, it can literally make you so emotional. Like, you could put on a song when you're sad and it can make you feel better. Like, why is that? You know, you can put on, you could be frustrated and, like, put on a song and it kind of just feels better.
I'm gonna say, let me ask you this: who was the angel of music?
Lucifer.
And we're seeing Sexy Red everywhere, hearing her everywhere.
Lucifer.
There's something crazy. There's something crazy going on, and I don't know about you, but I really feel like the rapture's coming pretty soon.
Honestly, I think so too. And look, let me tell you, like,
there's so many signs.
There's so many freaking signs, man. And look, I'm a pastor's daughter as well, so like I'm in tune. Like I understand. What'd you say?
That's how I like that. Pastor's daughter.
Yeah. Yep. I'm a pastor. I'm a PK. Grew up super Christian. And literally everything we see, it sometimes scares me. Sometimes it's like yo, like, is this really? Am I gonna see this? Hopefully, I'm caught up. I ain't trying to be here. I ain't down here when all that happens, but I think so too. Like I feel like everything is like flip flopped. You know, like good is bad, bad is good. You know what I'm saying? And like everything.
There's just so much craziness. There's so much craziness going on. Like even here, there's so much craziness going on in the world in general. Like I know it's a really sensitive topic, Israel and Palestine.
Yes.
That crazy stuff's going on, and it's hard for. I feel like that's a hard thing for us as Christians because we've always taught like Israel's land of God, Israelites are the people of God, and yet you got Palestine who are not doing so well because of
Yeah.
this. I'm seeing free Palestine everywhere and stuff like that. I don't know how everything started. My logic on it is not up to par with it, but it's very hard to decipher.
It's hard to watch. It's hard to see. My boyfriend is actually Palestinian. So he has been able to kind of give me a bit of history on the war and everything that's going on. And it's honestly, I think anybody, regardless of religion, regardless of race, I feel like anybody who looks at what's going on over there and applauds it, like, I'm looking at you sideways because first of all, I don't know how little baby I've seen in disbelief, with their, like, why is there an 8-month-old baby? Why are all the children, like, there's so many children and people, and it's just like, what is really the point? There has to be another way. There has to be another way to resolve whatever conflict is going on.
That's what I'm saying. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that it's been a long-lasting war.
Oh,
this has been going on for a minute. Like
it's been going on for a really long time.
And it's just now getting really to the point where it's gone way too far for us. You know what I'm saying? For us watching this.
Right. And then another thing too, like social media has become a real crazy thing in the last couple of years where it's exposing a lot of the atrocities around the world. Like, here over in the States, I don't really feel like we don't really see the worldly news like that. There's so much propaganda. There's so much left wing, right wing that we really don't even know the history about the world. Like sometimes the people in the States we are just so naive and just so blind to it. And we're in our little bubble that a lot of people they don't even know. And they're just going in and just, we support Israel. But it's like, do you really know what's going on? Or are you just taking what the news is telling you and making it your fact and making it, what you truly believe? So, I mean,
which is crazy because the only reason they're supporting Israel is just because they're part of the, what do you call it?
The right wing and the...
Well, that, but what's the word for it? It's like there are a group of countries that are on a team, like the allies, you know what I'm saying? What is that shit called? The national. How's that shit?
I don't even know.
It's called something. It'll come back to me one of these days. But they're a group of allies, and Israel happens to be a part of that group of allies. So that's the only reason the U.S. is saying like we back them and all that stuff. But it's hard to back them as Christians because it's like they're not really being holy. You know what I'm saying? They're not really being holy people. Like, they're God's people, but they're not being God's people.
Right.
Right.
And then like a lot of the excuses as well, like excuses for bombing a hospital. Like, why are you bombing a hospital? Because you think Hamas is there? Let's be real. Almost like another ISIS. Like, it's a group within a group of people. You know what I'm saying? You demonize an entire group of people for, a bad seed of apples. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like demonizing all Black people because we're Black, or like demonizing a whole group because of how they are, because there's one bad seed. You know what I'm saying? It's like people demonizing white boys because there's a lot of them that shoot up schools and stuff, but like that's not right. There's always bad seeds in every group of people. So I don't know. I think that was everything going on. I just kind of look at people differently if they support it, and I don't know. I'm standing on it. Hopefully, I don't get dragged, but that's just my belief. So
I don't know. It's just all in all, it's a crazy world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have family over in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's true or not, but like what I've been seeing is like certain groups of like the political people. I don't get into politics too much, but it got serious when they said that they wanted to do something with Mexico. They wanted to take out all of Mexico and
Yeah,
conquer it. Or something. I'm like, that's not gonna do anything, dude. Like, you know, they're pretty damn protected,
yeah.
and that's gonna be a war that's not gonna be good for the world. You know.
Oh man. And then at the same time, like you said, there's going to be so many wars. It just really just makes me think that we're just inching closer and closer to the rapture. Like it's just I
It's
just feel like I
coming.
want a whole entire world war, and
I don't know if you ever watched that movie. This is the end. I feel like it's gonna be something like that.
I don't I don't think
It's a comedy movie. Like it's a bunch of like the comedians that are like. I think Rihanna's in the movie too. But basically, it's like a bunch of
really.
celebrities. A bunch of celebrities are like partying at James Franco's place or whatever, and then the world
Oh
ends.
yes, I did see that movie.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
good movie.
I feel like it's gonna be something like that. It's just gonna happen out of nowhere. Motherfuckers gonna get sucked up in
It's
the
gonna
sky.
happen.
You
Nobody's
know what
gonna
they're gonna
know.
blame though? They're gonna blame that that's extraterrestrial.
Yep. And then
No.
the Antichrist is gonna come.
Yeah. Do you believe
I
in
mean,
extraterrestrial life?
oh my God. I mean,
I
I
know
do.
the Christian is like, nah, I don't know, you know.
Right, like I don't know, but it's really hard for me to believe that the world is so big and there's not other things out there. And honestly, I seen this TikTok which kind of challenged my thinking a little bit, and TikTok will
The
do that to you.
power of TikTok, man.
No, for real, TikTok will do that to you. But there was this one TikTok I seen, and this lady, she was saying how a lot of the times, like what's taught to us is like the Big Bang Theory, the dinosaurs, and how they went extinct. And she was like, well, what if humans were the Big Bang Theory and we killed the dinosaurs? Like, what if we were the aliens that have come here and we killed the dinosaurs? And that's why, like, and like we took over
Yo.
everything. And it literally, it kind of had me a little trippy. Like, well, why don't we know about anything before the Big Bang Theory? Like, why?
Nah, fuck that.
And it
That
kind of
got
made
me
me
feeling.
think, like,
That got me feeling high, and I didn't even smoke anything. Like
no,
that
for
would get me
real.
high.
Like, no, for real. It's
That's a damn. That's
so
something
like,
to think about.
no, for real. So it's just like, I want to believe that there's things out there. We could be the things out there. Because, like, when you think about humans, I just think we're just so powerful. Like, every other animal in the world, like, they don't really talk. They don't really communicate how we communicate. We have technology. When you think about aliens, you
We
always
make
think about
things, we create things. No other animals really doing that, you know. Like
nobody animals doing that.
you don't see kangaroos over here building houses and stuff, or like making
No,
technology. You know what I'm saying? So,
you don't.
and the trippy thing is God Himself is extraterrestrial. You know, the creator of everything, right? God Himself is extraterrestrial, and we're created in His image. So, does that technically make us extraterrestrial?
You better preach. You better preach. You out here preaching.
Doesn't that technically make us extraterrestrial? Maybe. I don't know.
We probably are. There's probably so much more. And look, I can talk about this stuff all night. So please do not get me started. We done have a 2-hour podcast. Like,
we got 10 minutes. You can go ahead and get started.
Everything, like us being humans. I don't know if you ever heard of like how like plants and stuff can actually like talk, and like there's a frequency that plants give off.
What?
Like, yes, look it up. Like, there's just so many things that we don't know. Or like when you go out and step in the grass, it like does something to your brain because you're out within nature. Like, there's just so much stuff. And
so you're saying because my family back in Colorado, they grow their own marijuana plants. So you're saying they speak in their own language over there?
They probably got a whole language. You're probably having communications. And
Are they pissed? Are they pissed that they're getting harvested and smoked? Like,
probably they're probably crying because literally, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure I'm remembering this right. There was a study done on plants where they put the plants, they connected it to some kind of machine, and when the plant was on fire, it was releasing off like some kind of frequency. like a horror
Like he was in
frequency.
pain, like in pain.
Yes.
Bro, that's scary.
Yes. It's scary. What?
Nah, you're gonna ruin blunts and all that stuff for me, because now next time I do that, like I'm gonna think about like I'm hurting this thing, like
No, maybe it's truth. There's truth in like you can talk to plants. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Like, oh, talk to plants.
No, I've heard of like speak with Mother Nature or like something like that, but I've never heard of talk to plants.
Yeah, you can like talk to plants. Sorry, I'm putting you on all this like low-key hippie stuff. Like,
I like that. No, I like that because that tells me you like conspiracy theories, and that's low-key my stuff, man. Like I like talking about stuff like that,
No, for real. Conspiracies.
Like no matter what it is, like conspiracy theories they're just interesting to me. They've always been interesting, especially like the alien ones, Always been interesting.
I don't know. Freaking conspiracies! You get me with one good conspiracy, and I'm thinking. I'm googling.
I'm gonna get you started on one right now. There is a conspiracy theory that, well, everyone has their own belief on, about the moon landing, all that shit. But the moon, supposedly is already like inhabited, by certain species of extraterrestrials and stuff like that. They already have, places to live and stuff, all this technology and stuff on the moon. Now that's a conspiracy theory. We don't know if that's true, but I'm open-minded, so you know what I'm saying.
What?
Yeah, I saw TikTok on it. The power of TikTok, man.
Look, TikTok is changing lives, one person at a time. All right.
I don't know. My algorithm is so off. Like it shows me some spooky stuff for some reason, like scary shit, and then it'll show me some interesting stuff like that, and I'm just
what do you mean by scary-ish? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so not too long ago, I opened up TikTok, and it was talking about this stuff called Uncanny Valley. I don't know if you've heard of that. And it's like, have you heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. You haven't gone that. And it's freaky because like you don't really know exactly what the hell it is, but it's basically like it's like human, like it looks human, but it's not. Like you can tell it's not human type of deal. That's what Uncanny Valley is.
What?
And so there's people on TikTok. What is it called? Uncanny Valley. And people will this is scary shit, like for me. And people on TikTok will like do the makeup and make themselves look human, but not human, like not normal, and do weird shit, make weird content with it. And it's freaky as hell.
I'm about to look. I'm jotting this down. I got my pen right here.
If you go on TikTok and look up Uncanny Valley, it'll pop up, and you'll see that type of stuff, and it's freaky as hell. I want you to get back to me. If you watch that stuff, I want you to get back to me and tell me exactly what you think of it, because it's.
See, I'm not one to watch like scary stuff. Like I'm not. It kind of freaks me out, and I'm gonna be praying. I'm gonna be praying up here.
Definitely pray before it. Definitely.
I don't know. I have a hard time putting that kind of stuff in my spirit because like it's almost like it's better to just not know the kind of things that people are experiencing rather than knowing. And then I'm thinking, I don't know. There's like something.
But it's like the way.
Watch it.
Because one of my homies understands it, and the way he explained it to me was like it's human, or no, it looks human, but it could be either extraterrestrial, obviously mean out of this world, or it can be something demonic. We don't know.
So wait, people.
You said what?
Have people seen these things? Are they real?
That I don't know if things like this exist. I don't know. I'm not gonna venture out and find out myself.
Yeah. Because you might go in a whole other rabbit hole.
I'm the type of motherfucker. I hear a noise in the closet, I'm just gonna run out the house.
No, bro.
But they might not exist. But I know there's a lot of content about it on there, and I think there was a show at some point about this specific thing too. Like it's interesting, but it's scary. Like it's spooky as fuck because I don't know. It's so confusing. It's real or not. It's that, but it's confusing because it's like, what the hell is that?
I'm gonna have to check it out.
You gotta check it out and get back to me because you're gonna be like, this shit was weird and it was spooky. Like, nah, hell no. You know what I'm saying? But people are that's what it comes back to. People in my generation, or people that are on TikTok as content creators, are real creative with it because they're doing the makeup and they're making content about it, which is, in my opinion, is pretty cool. It's spooky as hell, but it's cool. You know.
I'm definitely gonna check that out, and I'll get back to you. I'm gonna read a couple scriptures, make sure I
feel like you're gonna see the makeup at first sight, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck that."
No, I'm gonna let you know too. I'm gonna be like, "Look, I couldn't do it. I seen the first thing, and I had to abort the mission."
Abort the mission, yeah. I almost did. I almost did, and then like it was like a little like small little movie type thing, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'll watch a little bit." Like, it got me already.
Goodness.
You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely scary. Like it's one of those things. Like I don't recommend watching it like after this podcast. I recommend watching it in the morning or the day.
Daylight.
Don't watch it because I was the fortunate one who watched it before I went to sleep, and I had a hard time sleeping. So yeah, don't do that.
No, I won't because I don't.
One of them things was up in my place. If one of them things was up in my place, like we gonna have some issues for sure.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing to one of those? If you had to square up with one of those, what you doing?
I'm not squaring up. Like we don't have issues, but like I'm gonna dip. You know what I'm saying? Like
$1 million.
I gotta look
in a locked room.
Based off my street training, I have a good 40-yard dash. So
okay.
It's not gonna catch me.
Okay. Okay. What was your 40 time?
My 40 time?
If you can remember.
I think the last one I actually ran, and this was just for shits and giggles. I think it was like a 490 something.
Okay. So you fast.
And I look at most of like when you call it the scouting combines for NFL. I'm like, shit, they only like a couple good seconds faster than me. But,
what do they? Are they like in like three?
They're like 460, 470 something. Like some of them are pretty fast. Yeah, some of them are pretty fast.
That's crazy.
And those are like the wide receivers and running backs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned you gotta have a good 40-yard dash.
You need to have a good start. Good start for sure. I ran track all through college, all through high school, so I got some speed on me. Well, probably. So you're a sprinter, not a distance runner. I was a sprinter, and actually, I was a hurdler. So.
I did see some posts about that. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Hurdles. Went all through high school, then got a scholarship, went to college.
Hell yeah.
Crazy thing is, I'm only 5'1" too, so I was the shortest girl out there jumping over some hurdles. But guess what? I was crushing the game.
You still did it. Yeah, you still did it. Damn, I never tried hurdles, but I'm only 5'6", so.
Okay. You could have did it too.
I'm a short little Chicano, but I got some wheels on me. Speedy Gonzalez up in this motherfucker.
For real, that's all you need.
It's got me out of some situations, but shit, since we are almost to that hour mark, I do have a little challenge at the end of every podcast episode. Now, it's nothing crazy or anything. Just like I'm gonna pop up. It's what's called pop art, and it's basically these. I guess you could say it's like drawings, like little art drawings of individuals that are acting out emotions, if that makes sense. And you're just gonna try to imitate it. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Let me get ready.
You said I'm ready. It's something easy.
Okay.
All right, let me know when you're ready. Ready? Are you doing it already? Oh, there you go. Okay.
That wasn't that bad. That was pretty easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with the easy one.
Probably look crazy. Okay.
Nah. You're actually getting them spot on. That's type crazy.
I?
Yeah.
Am I 3 for 3? Okay.
Yeah.
This one's easy. That one was pretty easy. Yeah.
And then the last one right here.
Okay, wait.
So going back to those, right? Going back to the last one, and then we'll do the other ones too. So going back to that one, what exactly do you think that one means? Like the whole meaning behind that pop art.
She looks like she's scared. She looks like she's like she wants to peek, but she doesn't want to peek. But she peeks anyway.
So is that you when you see like scary stuff?
Yeah, like it's like you want to cover your eyes, but you kind of gotta like, you know. I don't know.
So I do feel like that's you watching scary movies.
Yeah,
Sure.
no, scary movies. No, there was this one movie I watched, or it was actually a show, and it was pretty scary. I wasn't expecting it to be scary, but they were eating people. They were doing some wild stuff.
Damn.
And I couldn't even watch it. I have to give you the show. It was a really good show, but I was going like this.
You was actually doing what she was doing.
Yep, I was literally like this. I'm not gonna lie. I was literally like, I can't watch, and I was peeking. I'm like, no, I can't.
Just peeking one eye, not both.
What? Just one, and then maybe I'll peek out of this one, and then I'll just. I don't know.
I'm dead. All right. What about? Yeah. What about this one right here?
Oh, she's actually playing hide and seek with a toddler, and instead of being honest with playing hide and seek, yeah, that's what she's doing. She's playing hide and seek with a toddler, and they're like, cover your eyes, and then.
I thought maybe it was like because the laptop's in front of her. I thought it was like she received some bad news and then got sad or something.
Oh, I didn't even see the laptop.
Yeah, you can see the laptop right there. Like,
okay, wait.
She looks upset or stressed.
I'm sorry, I have my camera like right in the bottom part of my screen, so I didn't even see that. She just found out that, I don't know, her boyfriend is cheating on her, and she's seen the pictures, so she's crying her ass out.
So would you have that same?
She's gonna stay with them. She's gonna stay with them, but
she said she's gonna stay with them. You in this generation, probably fucking so. Like they're gonna stick with that same person. But
she's gonna stand beside him. Stand beside him.
So if you were to put yourself into her shoes, would you have that same exact reaction or no?
No, I wouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't. She seemed like one of those ditzy girls that would cry about it like that. Me, I'd be like, all right, I'm about to pull up. What's up?
That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
We are pulling up. I need to see this with my own eyes. What's going on?
Back when I was a teenager, when girl I used to mess with would tell me I'm pulling up, like that's bad. Like no.
We pulling up.
I'm trying to go through some shit. Like no, bro.
No, for real. We pulling up, and we rolling deep too.
So that means you're definitely not the type to like hide your crying type of deal, like crying and like hiding your face type shit. You're definitely not that type.
Well, I try not to cry in public. I mean, if I cry, I cry. I'll cry in the shower. If I'm going to cry, I'll be in the shower. But maybe I do cry like this. I do cry like that. All right.
Actually,
you got me.
I thought that was like cartoon stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like drawing cartoon stuff.
No, I definitely cry. I definitely cry like that. I try to hide it. Because I try to be strong, you know? I'm a tough girl.
I got you. And then this one, I'm pretty sure like you got this one a lot. Pretty sure.
I mean, there's a couple things that could be. I'll go with the PG one.
The PG.
Maybe.
Damn, I wanted the rated R.
No rated R. I can't be rated R today. Maybe. I don't even know. Shucks, you got me. She's scared. She's frightened. Maybe.
That's what I'm getting. Like she's watching a scary movie or something.
Yeah. She's frightened. She doesn't know what's going on. She's worried. You know, that's what I'm getting from that. She trying to send out those love notes. She's seeing somebody across the room, and she's like,
she definitely sent. She sent a certain type of text for sure.
She's like, yo, look, I want you. All right, let me give you a real quick. She
just got out the nightclub. She got out the nightclub with her homegirls, and she's on some freaky time right now.
She's going crazy right now. She can't even keep it together. Her girlfriends are like, girl, stop making that face at that man over there. You about to get like, girl, stop. Girl, stop. You know
what's funny is I don't know if you've been to a lot of clubs or like out in the nightlife a lot, but there's some females that actually do that. The exact face, and you're like, what the hell? Like,
See, look,
I know what you're
I'll be
talking
the
about,
first one to
but
admit, nah, girls be a little sneaky sometimes, okay? And that's why they'll get a little slight message real quick on a
they be
sneak.
sneaky until they get a certain right amount of liquor, then they're just letting everything go, and
Yeah,
you're like,
then they'll let it loose.
I'm not used to getting approached so much, damn, you know. And then this one right here, I feel like that was kind of hard to try to decide.
Honestly, she's trying to figure out what she want to eat. She don't know what she don't know what she want to eat, and she's thinking maybe Chipotle, maybe Qdoba.
I can really tell you're going off the first thing that pops in your head.
First thing that pops in my head, like that's the first thing. She's trying to get her some sushi. What she want? Some pizza. What we got? What we have?
I thought it was Chipotle. How the fuck that switch up?
Look, women don't know what they eat. Want to eat. They don't know what they want to eat ever. Ever. I go through like 10 different options in my head.
That's so true. I could not ask my wife what you want to eat.
Whenever you ask,
like, I don't know. It's up to you. Then I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'll make the decision.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yep. Just always make the decision. Always make the decision.
I'm the decision maker now. I just make the decision.
Your house. That's what you should be. You're doing a good job.
I fuck with that. She wouldn't agree with that, but I fuck with that. I agree with it. But
she'll come to realize sooner than later.
I agree with it. She don't like. I'll even like mess around. Like I'll joke with her. Like, but I'm the man though, and she'll get so heated at me. I'm like, fuck.
No, she knows it. She knows it. She knows you're the man. That's why she let you put a ring on it.
You're right about that. And I do hope that prospers into something like that for sure. Like if you really for sure think that man is the one.
100%. I have no doubts at all. You know, I'm just riding this wave. And,
especially if it's gone for 2 years. Like I'm surprised he hasn't. You know,
2 years. Yes. It would be 2 years in March. We're a little shy. And honestly, he's been saying since the beginning of the year that he's going to propose by the end of the year. And I'm like, look, you got 3 weeks left. So it might be coming sooner than I think. So I might be.
See, I wouldn't have even said anything. I wouldn't have been like, I'm going to propose soon. I would have just done it. Like, I would have been like, hey, let's go check out this site or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, go on a little night. You know, go check out some scenery. And then I would pop that shit out.
He probably gonna make me expect for the end of the year, and when we just go out on a date, I'm gonna think he's a propose and not, and then he's gonna do it like January 1st or something.
Yeah,
he's probably trying to keep me off the hint trail.
Exactly. You know, you gotta make it a surprise date. Just pop it out of nowhere.
I'll probably be crying in tears.
For real? Mine didn't even cry. She was just like, hell yeah. Shit, alright.
She already knew. I'm just gonna be so emotional. I don't know. I'm an emotional person. I'm not gonna lie. Like I be crying over the littlest stuff. Like even with my son, like he could do one little thing. He could tie a shoe, and I'm just like you're growing up on me. Like what am I gonna do?
Doing the cartoon crying shit.
No, doing the cartoon.
Yeah, that's funny. So you're the first person that's actually said you've done that. Like. I thought that was legitimately like just what they would put in cartoons and drawings. Like no one actually cried like that, but you.
No, I do. I actually do, and I think honestly, it's just because I'm trying to hold it in because I don't want to cry. It's like this. It's my whole face.
Your whole face.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think you would make a great actress.
You think so?
Yeah. I think especially because the way you got creative with how the pop art meanings were, like I think definitely you can be creative. Like you can either be an actress or a script writer for sure.
Something, honestly.
I didn't even get that creative. Just like she's scared, she's flirting, you know, like you gave him a whole story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all about the story, man. It's all about the story. Story sells.
I love that. But we're going to go ahead and end off this episode. I definitely had a lot of fun with this. This was a great comeback for season 5. I love the energy you brought to the table. This was a great episode for sure. Definitely.
Absolutely. I had so much fun, and I appreciate you for just like reaching out. I know it was a little rough with my communication at first, but we got here. And I'm really excited.
It was
And just
you.
like
I ain't gonna
kudos
lie.
to
You
you.
had me worried. I thought like I was gonna get to the point where I was like, "You ready to go?" And you weren't gonna reply until like the next day. And I'm like, "Fuck,
I'm
bro!"
so bad
Like,
with that. Look. That's why I was like, look, just text me because it's a little bit better. But even with that, like, I'm a mom. Like, I still work my job, and I'm trying to do just so much stuff. And I'm like, yo,
I
I felt
feel,
so bad. I felt so bad. I'm like, he probably thinks I'm just the worst. And I'm like, we're gonna have so much fun at this podcast. Like, please just pull through.
I have your number saved, and I forgot I even saved it because I went
And I was
straight
literally
back
waiting.
to
I'm like,
Instagram.
why hasn't he text me? I'm like, why didn't he text me? Like he said he was
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
forgot about
the
it.
part.
I was like, I went straight back to the Instagram, and I was like, "What's up? Like, what we doing?" You know.
I'm so happy I checked. But no,
No,
kudos to you.
I'm happy you got on for sure. Not because like in the past I've had guests like be all for it, get the posters done, ready to go, and then when it comes time to record, it's like they're nowhere. I don't hear from them. I'm like, fuck. But
See, no, that's disrespectful.
what I've learned is that's the life of a content creator, and that's the life of a podcaster. You're gonna go through stuff like that.
Yep.
And what I find out is when they do stuff like that, they look for that shout out. They want to get shouted out and then dip out.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Very unfortunate. But
what they can, but it's you're better off without it.
Absolutely. If if they're not down to vibe like that, if they're not down to have a good vibe on a podcast, making some content, then all the merrier. Yeah, deuces.
Deuces.
But nah, this was a great episode. I loved it, man. This was very energized.
So much fun.
I love the energy you bring to the table. I think you should start your own podcast. No, I'm being for real. Like with that energy, I think you have what it takes to start your own podcast for sure.
Do you think so? I appreciate that.
You can watch my previous episodes. I don't just say that shit to anybody. I mean dead ass. Like you can watch the.
Look, we start in season 5 off strong. Period.
No, this was a very strong start. Like I wasn't prepared for this, but this was great. I loved it a lot. This was good energy. Yeah.
No, for sure. And kudos to you. Like consistency is key. You're doing your thing. Just keep grinding. F the people who don't come through. You know what it is you want to do. And you have great content. It's a great show. I listened to a season or so, and I'll be continuing.
You listened to a whole season for?
Yes, a whole season. What you mean? I did my homework. If I'm gonna be on a podcast, I gotta.
What season did you watch? I'm very curious.
The last one.
Season 4? Okay.
Season 4.
You saw I started out with like the whole spooky theme, and then I was like, "This is working." Like,
and that's why I asked you when you reached out. I'm like, well, what kind of stuff is he gonna be doing? Like, is he gonna do more like paranormal stuff? Like I was trying to catch your vibe, but.
No. This is like the normal stuff I started with, like back in season 1, and I found that this is like what works. Like this is the good topic. A lot of that paranormal stuff is very sensitive to some people. Like I've had people like, "Nah, I'm not talking about that because things gonna end up in my place." And I ain't gonna lie to you. After I talked about that stuff for a couple episodes, like weird shit did start to happen. So I was like, let me get away from this.
We don't even want to invite that into aura.
Like I have a cross right there. I have crosses above my bed. Like I have crosses around religious stuff.
In your ear?
Yeah, exactly. I have crosses around, but like still, I don't stop the weird stuff from happening. So I had to put a stop to that and then go back to what I was originally doing, which is this stuff right here. And this was fun. I will say the new thing I did start doing was the whole article stuff. So I'm really glad you touched on the articles of the celebrities.
Yes, that was so much fun. That was a nice little touch.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I think I'm like, no, we don't. I'm like the perfect person for that because I'm in tune. Because I got an opinion.
Look, if you don't start your own podcast, I'm gonna bring you on as a co-host, and we're gonna start.
Oh my god!
I'm being for real. We're gonna start. You said
Gonzo's Combos. I'll come on as a co-host. You can throw me in there.
I'm telling you, if you don't start your podcast, I'm bringing you on as a co-host. We're gonna start.
All right. I want to do my homework. You want me to start a podcast? I want to do it.
I'll get you set up right here like
and
this.
You'll have to come on mine.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So long as you want me to, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But I can tell you this right here, what I'm using, this whole little setup right now, this is a way to go. This is the way to go. Like if you want,
it was really easy to hop in here too.
If you want more of the virtual take instead of like of the in-person stuff, this is the way to go.
Oh, you're showing me new things. You know, my brain is stuck here and it's spinning.
I don't know if I told you I had people on from all over, from different states, all Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like
shout out Canada.
UK. I had one guest from the UK. She was dope, but like this is the way to go right here. If you don't want the in-person stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you gotta have a location at that point. And
I really set up a whole room just for the podcast. Like you can see my posters back here. You know.
Yep. Oh, it looks dope. You have a nice setup. It matches your vibe.
Yeah.
You fight? You're a fighter?
Everyone always asks me that. So yeah, I used to be in mixed martial arts, and I used to have goals to be pro, but COVID happened, and you know that kind of fucked me up a little bit. So
COVID ruined lives, man. COVID
ruined lives. It ruined my chances of going pro, so it ruined my life. But at the same time, I found podcasting, and I'm extroverted. I love talking to people. I love meeting people. So this was a good fallback. You know what I'm saying?
And you're doing what you got to do. You're making it happen.
And having guests like you on here, like it makes this shit. Like this,
for real, that flew by. It flew by. That hour and 15 just flew by. I wasn't even paying attention to the time. It's like 10:13, and I'm like, I gotta put my son to bed. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna let you do that. I'm sorry for keeping you, but
no. This has been great. Like, it's honestly, I didn't even notice.
No, for sure. But hey, keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? Keep in touch.
Absolutely.
I feel like we're gonna be good friends, so keep in touch.
Absolutely.
I'll be looking for my $20 later on, and you know what I'm saying. So definitely keep in touch because that $20 is going.
No, we got that bet. We gotta square up on that bet for sure. We got
like it's a friendly bet, but it's $20. So like you're gonna have to pay it.
No, you're honestly probably gonna have to pay me. Like honestly.
It's because of you. I'm about to turn into a 49ers fan just for the rest of the season. Like, bro,
you're gonna be rooting so hard.
Like, I have no reason to be cheap, but I'm gonna be cheap. Like, bro, that's $20. Like, 49ers are my fucking team now. I got $20 on the Niners, bro. Like,
every game, the Niners. Now we about to go put a sports bet in on DraftKings.
Yo, for real, I'm gonna have to get like a Niners gear and shit now.
Yep.
All my homie Raiders fans are gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing?" It's a bet, you know.
I mean, they're doing better than the Raiders, so.
That is true. You know, shout out to the Bay Area. That's the Bay Area team, I guess. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this off. Let you go take care of what you gotta do. I appreciate you coming on for real. Stay in the loop.
Absolutely.
Give me my 20.
I'm into it. I'm gonna do a real quick plug. Everybody, go ahead and give me a follow on all platforms at _Wowzers. I do a little bit of everything. I try to do some lives and stuff. So just pop in and show some love.
Yeah, don't say no weird shit to her though. I've had no.
Yeah, don't be an idea.
I've had people shout out their social medias and they go in and say some weird shit. So y'all stop. Y'all knock that off. Don't do that.
Yeah,
no, she froze.
Don't do that at all. Am I frozen?
Yeah, you frozen.
Oh. Well, at least it's the end of the show. At least it's the end.
It froze on a good foot. Like your face doesn't look weird or anything. You're good.
You sure? I'm about to go back and like rewatch this.
I'm positive.
Wow.
I'm positive. Watch the end of this. Okay.
Wow.
But anyways, that's the end of season 5, episode 1. Y'all go check her out. Don't do no weird shit, and show her some love. And make sure she gives me my $20.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. It was good chatting with you.
It was good chatting with you. Bye.
Later.